Hello everyone, I am Professor S.N. Mane, Assistant Professor, Department of Process and Food Engineering, working in Kekewa College of Agriculture Engineering and Technology, Nashik. Today we will learn about practical on the study of blanching of vegetables. So first of all, what is meant by blanching? It is nothing but a special heat treatment which is given to the commodities in order to inactivate the enzymes which is known as the blanching. Now, there are some advantages and disadvantages of the blanching. Now, means if blanching may be done under blanching or over blanching. So what happened there? Now, under blanching it is ineffective, and over blanching it is too much damage. It creates some too much damages to the vegetables by excessive cooking, especially the fresh characters of the vegetables. Two of the more heat resistant enzymes which are important in the vegetables are the catalase and peroxidase. Now these are destroyed, then the other significant enzymes in the vegetables also will have been inactivated. So basically purpose of the blanching is to inactivate the enzymes. Now vegetables are differ in the size, shape, heat conductivity and the natural levels of their enzymes. Blanching time and temperature it have to be established on an experimental basis. Means it get varies as per the commodity variety and their tolerance of the heating. Some vegetables it may be adequately blanched in the boiling water in a minute or 2 minutes. Then large vegetables Small vegetables, it may be adequately blanched in the boiling water for the minute or for the 2 minutes. And the larger vegetables, it may require some more time than the smaller one. Now, blanching, it is often used as a pre-treatment, that is prior to the freezing, canning or the dehydrations. The cooling of vegetables after blanching, it is performed in order to avoid the excessive softening of the tissues. Okay, due to the blanching, because we are using medium that is hot water or the steam. So here, due to that, excessive cooking may be there and excess softening of the tissues may be happen. So to avoid such a thing, we are using the cooling of the vegetables after blanching and has to follow the immediately after their operations. One exception is the case of vegetables for the drying, which can be transferred directly to drying equipment without the cooling. Cooling in water, it can be achieved either by immersion or by the spray. Vegetables, it have to reach a temperature value under 37 degrees Celsius as soon as the possible. Too long a cooling time, it generates supplementary losses in the valuables like vitamins of water soluble vitamins. In order to avoid this, the temperature of the cooling water has to be kept as low as possible. Now, what are the reason behind the blanching process? It slows or stops the enzymatic actions, it preserving the flavor, color and the texture. Also it cleans the surface of the commodities from the dirt, bacteria, molds and the other growth of microorganisms. It may get clean due to the blanching. Also it gives the brightening in the color to that commodity, then retards the loss of vitamins, also soften the vegetables and makes them easier for the packaging. So these are certain reasons behind the blanching. Now we will come to the types of blanching. There are basically two types, hot water blanching and the steam blanching. So one by one we will see in details about these methods. So first of all, hot water blanching. Now in this method, the number of designs of blancher, each of which retains the food in hot water at about 70 to 100 degrees Celsius for the specific time, and it removes it to a dewatering or the cooling section. Now the blancher cooler, it has the three sections, that is the heating section or the preheating stage or the launching stage, and the third one is the cooling stage. So you can say as a stage or the section. Now here seafood is preheated with the water and that is circulated through a heat exchanger. After blanching, a second recirculation system, it cools the food. The two systems pass water through the heat exchanger and this heats the preheat water and simultaneously cools the cooling water. A recirculated water steam mixture it is used to blanch the food, and final cooling is done by the cold air. Here hot water blancher, again it is classified into real blancher and the pipe blancher. Now real blancher means what? Here, see here, this is the picture for the real blancher. Both the picture has shown for the uh, indicates the real blancher. Here, see, food enters slowly rotating the cylindrical mesh drum. This is the cylindrical mesh drum in which food get enters, and this food it is partly submerged in the hot water. Okay, so all the process of blanching may be carried out in this cylindrical mesh drum. Now, second one is the pipe blancher. This is the pipe blancher shown here. Their discharge end and inlet or input end is different. It is a continuous insulated metal pipe which is fitted with the feed and discharge ports. See here, this is the feed end and this one is the discharge end. Now hot water, it is recirculated through the pipe and the food. So this pipe blancher, it has the capacity which is depending upon the length of this pipe. It is occupying, see, advantage is that it occupies the less floor space, because see here, the dimensions are very less. So this pipe blancher, it occupies the less space. Here hot water blancher had shown here again. This product it is fed into the machine by water cushion in the feed flumes. See there, product it is entered or the fed from this point, and this is the cooking section. It cooks and rehydrates, and then product it is passed to the third section, that is cooling section, or it is cool zone, and after cooling that can be discharged out for the further processing. It may be your freezing or another one. Okay, so blanching it is prior to another processes like freezing or the canning. So we will move towards the next method, that is steam blancher. Now in this method, steam it is used as a medium for the blanching of the commodities. Okay, so in this method, it consists of a mesh conveyor belt which carries your food material through the steam atmosphere. Now the residence time of the food, it is controlled by the speed of that conveyor. Okay, how much longer you have to keep your food material in contact with exposed to the steam, that is depends upon the speed of the mesh conveyor. Now in the conventional steam blanching, there is often poor uniformity of the heating in the multiple layers of the food. So over this method of conventional steam blanching, another method has invented, that is it is called as the individual quick blanching, which is introduced, and it involves the blanching in the two stages. Okay, so in the first stage what happened, food it is heated in a single layer at a particular high temperature, and in second stage there is the deep bed of food, it is formed and it is held for the sufficient time in order to allow the temperature of that commodities at the center of each piece in order to increase to that needed for enzyme inactivation. See here, most of the enzymes get inactivated at the more than 50 degrees Celsius. So when that particular certain desired temperature of enzyme inactivation is reached, so after that you can remove that food material and forward that material for the next operation. So this is regarding steam blancher, the steam blanching. So this instrument had shown of the steam blancher. See here again the flow diagrammatic steam blancher has given here. See, product it is entered through the, this is the mesh conveyor. Okay, and through this mesh conveyor your product it is passing, and these nozzles of your steam has shown here. This is the nozzle, and simultaneously water spraying is also there for the cooling of your commodity after blanching, and product it is passed through the and this discharge outlet. Okay, and drain water it is come collected at the bottom side. Okay, and that is again used recirculated for the cooling of your commodity. So supply of steam is there. So this is the diagram of steam blanching. Now certain blanching parameters for the vegetables has shown here, means which kind of temperature has to be maintained for that vegetables and for what temperature blanching should be given to that vegetable. See, the vegetables like peas, you can keep the temperature that is 85 to 90 degrees Celsius for the 2 to 7 minutes. Then green peas for 90 to 95 degrees Celsius for the period of 2 to 5 minutes. Then for the cauliflower, boiling temperature, that is 100 degrees Celsius, then for the 2 minutes. Then carrots and peppers for the 90 degrees Celsius, and their time, it may get varies 3 to 5 minutes, or you can say you can keep as a 3 minutes. So this is all about particular blanching parameters, that is temperature and time combination for the certain vegetables has given here. So we will see next which kind of effects of this blanching on the food, or which food nutrients or the food parameters get affected by the blanching. See, the first of all, nutrients. Some minerals and water soluble vitamins get loose during the blanching. Now, how the vitamins get loses? By the most of the times oxidation, then by thermal destructions, and by bleaching. Then next next component, that is color and flavor. Now it brightens the color of the food. This blanching, definitely it affects on the color of the commodity. That is, it gives brightness to your commodity by removal of air and dust from the surface. Then sodium carbonate, it is added to the in order to protect the chlorophyll content and retains the color of the green vegetables. Okay. Then enzymatic browning of the cut apple, it is prevented by holding the food in dilute brine solutions prior to blanching. Okay, so there browning, it may not be there due to the, suppose you keep your commodities, that is apple, in the dilute brine solution before the blanching. Then next one is the texture. How texture it will get affected by the blanching? See, sometimes blanching is done for the soften the vegetables prior to packaging. Okay, so see, next content, that is next parameter of the food material, that is texture, how it get affected. Blanching, it is most of the times it is used for softening the vegetables prior to packaging or to reduce their size and shape. See here, calcium chloride, approximately 1 to 2% it is added to the blancher in order to maintain the firmness of the tissues. So this packaging, it can be get conveniently. So thank you. This is all about the blanching. Here we learn about what is meant by blanching, then which are the methods of blanching, what are the different advantages and disadvantages of the blanching. Thank you.